Can we in all honesty say that our judiciary are giving us judgments that contain justice, particularly in electoral jurisprudence? You know the answer. I know the answer. And you know it. You are scared of hearing it. But I will tell you that today we seem to have overplayed technicality at the expense of substantial justice. And so facts of electoral frauds, of stealing of mandates, facts of Akutape being used to install governors, facts of ballot box snatching, facts of ballot box stuffing are no longer what matters. What matters is who wins. And until our judiciary and the legal profession begins to retrace their steps in installing those who violated the sovereignty of the people, and we are holding them accountable, Nigerian democracy may begin to think about using AK-47 as weapon of installation of leadership. And I think we are gradually getting to that stage. Many decisions of our courts in electoral matters have elevated rules of court far more superior and supreme, to the extent that the trials in election petition cases, roadblocks mixed with concrete made of iron, have effectively been erected on the ways of proof in election matter. Yet we retain the right to file election petition. Unfortunately, Nigerians are worried and about the judgments coming out of our election petition. That is why judgments coming out of our court in election matters are being revoted and ignored by those who are bound to obey them. People are revolting because they see no justice and good logic in these judgments. People know that such decisions are delivered against all known facts, which facts, even when presented, are overlooked under arid legal technicalities of jargon called burden of proof. We all know how we have chosen. I think I will need to sit down because I have issues with my leg. We have chosen how to sit under the hybrid legal technicalities. Now, today, there is a principle in Nigeria now called go to court. And the reason is very simple. We, at all costs, you will be given judicial stamp of authority. Because it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than a man or a woman denied of opportunity of leading his people to get justice in our court today. That is why, with profound respect to politicians gathered here, election in Nigeria has assumed the do or die affairs. Just go and win. I think the kind of electoral judgment from our court, which in most cases are devoid of justice, has made many people to lose hope in the potential of good and purpose of justice and democracy in Nigeria. Any justice that does not produce proportional fairness and quality justice to the vast majority of the people in the society cannot be described as justice. In any society where only the very few enjoyed arid-colored quick justice dished out by those who are paid to give pure, unadulterated justice cannot enjoy peace. And I'm sure that's why peace is eluding us. There are many laws in Nigeria to give pure, unadulterated electoral justice to Nigerian people, but these laws are being administered in most cases with very bad motive.
Good evening, Nigerians, and good evening, my subscribers. The time now is 11:46 p.m. and today's date is 15th of November 2024. The voice you just heard is Mr. Jibrin. Sorry, what's his name again? Jibrin Akutape. He's a senior advocate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Yeah. Every Nigerian, every patriotic Nigerian who really cares about our country should be worried about the situation of our nation today. It's only in Nigeria that when the poor steal, they call them a thief and they get punished. But when a politician steals, they call it corruption. Yeah. And the level of corruption in that country is disturbing. Very disturbing. And I am going to make an appeal. I know he's not going to do it, because his predecessor, Muhammad Buhari, the Nigerians gave him that opportunity to lead the nation, thinking he was going to do something. Guess what? You never know people until you show them money and give them power. He blew it big time. In short, he dug a pit, a bigger one that we're yet to come out of it today. So, appealing to Tinubu to do something is like putting water in a basket, because it's not going to hold. Buhari came in promising to fight corruption. Every department in that country was marked with massive corruption, looting of the treasury. Now, Tinubu is the president. Anyone expecting Tinubu to fight corruption must have a rethink, because kingdoms don't fight against each other. But still, I'm going to make this appeal. Capital punishment. I know what they call them. I made them not go block my channel. Asians, and they do it in China. They do it in Vietnam. And they do it in short, let me just say, basically all these Asian countries, that is where they do them. Once you steal as a government official, they boof the person. That is the only way to check corruption and this madness that is going on in the country today, in our country. if you introduce capital punishment, they did it in Ghana some decades ago under Jerry Rawlings. If we mean to rescue our country, that is the direction we should go. Reintroduce capital punishment. And let me see, before they break, if the likes of Mwike, Akpabio, Bayo Nonoga, FFK, or what do they call him, Tinubu, including Tinubu himself, and all these so-called politicians, the likes of Bello, Yaya Bello, Beta Edu, and every single one of you will run out of that country. Nigeria is broke. How? When we know the people holding the money. We know the looters walking freely with a police escort. For the non-Nigerians audience, I'm going to, there's nothing to be ashamed of. I need to explain to you the genesis and the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. In my country, Nigeria, criminals are very proud, very arrogant, and the sad part is they expect you to respect them. They demand respect. Criminals, big criminal, people who should rot away in jail. You know, you dump them there, strip them of everything they looted, and they dump them in jail. But back home there is the opposite. You see them, they even use the money against you. And that is why you see people still doing the same thing over and over. They tell you they're coming to serve the nation. But in the real sense, what they come in there to do is, it's our turn to steal. The present president there right now told Nigerians, he didn't campaign, he did nothing. He only told Nigerians, it's my turn. And in one of my old videos, that was where I asked that question, has Nigeria become a commodity? Because that is what it's looking like. Bauer, is it Bauer? They call him Bauer? Yeah. The one who just got appointed by Tinubu administration. You a typical example of what Muhammad Buhari referred as a lazy youth. This was the man you spoke against. You said all sorts of things. Although true, you didn't lie against him. All you said about him was true. You worked against his party. You campaigned against his party. Now he's the president. And suddenly you become part of that thing. Only dog now they eat him from it. I'm not call you dog, but that your action shows you be one. This other, what's his name? That leke leg. Reno. When go so Ashoke, go London, go meet him. Ugbo Miliki. Ah! Oh boy. Reno. Since Mohammed Tinubu don't answer, don't settle, what's his name, Bauer. Now your turn. Continue to sing his praise, polish his shoes, lick his butt, and maybe, if not this year, early next year, he go throw you freebies and you become part of the team, bringing us down every single day. Now people like Ona, now make us the way we did today. People like Ona, now they bring that bad name. When make Nigerians they run, they call people will not get any reason to leave the country, go they travel, go they jack back. Because of idiots like you all. Back to what I was saying. Tinubu, I know you will not do it. Because they say, Oyibo people say yes. If you seek equity, you must come with a clean hand. Are your hands clean? Every Nigerian knows that they're not. All I know is no matter how long it takes, somebody's going to come up somewhere, someday, that will make every single one of you. My dream is to wake up one day and see every single one of you. Tinubu, Buhari, Akpabio, Wike, every single one of them, past and present leaders, in jail for life. I'm not just putting every one of you in jail, but strip every one of you, whatever, even to pant on this, that was taken away from Nigerians. That would be my dream. But in short, it's my dream. I pray to live to see that day that it will happen. Where every one of una, then go pick una, round una, but chain una. You see with all these things una they do poor people, then go do unto una. Then dump una for prison. That is it. That is it. Let's continue because there's this other one, this man, that I would like to show you his face. I didn't know who he was before until, I think 2 years ago. Yeah. When they call Ganduje. That man, just similar behavior, just like Wike. When things say yes, Nigeria, he owns Nigeria. On few occasions, I've seen him, anytime you, waiting even draw my attention to this man was, anytime you mention something about Igbos, oh my goodness, it's like you poked him with a needle. He will get mad. And you see the bitterness. He will get so angry, mad, and bitter at the same time. You know, when this senior advocate was addressing them, truth does one thing. It will make, not one thing, sorry, it will make you uncomfortable. It will hurt you. It will unseat you. And it will shrink you. I'm going to show you an example of what truth does to people. You know, they poke you. As that person, they speak that truth, they poke you, because guess what? You know, say what you need to talk. It's either you're guilty, you are doing that thing, or you've done it. You know. We'll go back to the video. You need to see Ganduje and his...
that all of us seated here do not know. We know it, but we are unable to practice it. for reasons that I cannot say why. The Nigerian politicians know, with profound respect, I'm going to speak truth, because only truth can make us free. And until Nigeria embraces what is called truth and avoid engaging in what appears to be giving baptismal name of wrong to right, our democracy will suffer a shipwreck. What's democracy? According to Abraham Lincoln, say democracy is government of the people, by the people, for the people. But in my understanding of Nigerian brand of democracy, democracy in Nigeria is government for the selected, of the selected, and for the selected. And so, Abraham Lincoln said democracy is government of the people, by the people, for the people. But in my understanding of Nigerian brand of democracy, democracy in Nigeria is government for the selected, of the selected, and for the selected. And so, we all know, and including the IPAC, that we do not practice what is called democracy in Nigeria. Because in real democracy, sovereignty belongs to the people. The people decide who is to be their president, who is to be their councillor, who is to be their governor. And there are no money bags that determine that Sam Amadi, who is qualified, is not qualified. I think there is no independence of institution in Nigeria. There is what I call executive terrorism and domineering in the landscape of Nigerian politics, so much so that every other one, other than the executive, they are always a house head in the governance of Nigerian system, including our security agencies, unfortunately.
Thank you, Mr. Jibrin. So, that's our situation. Tinubu, if you want to save Nigeria, I know you won't. Because if you do, every one of you, and that is the reason why you people are doing what you're doing, you know, that as soon as the right man steps in there, every one of you is going to pay for all your wrongdoings and for all that you've done to Nigerian citizens. I'm going to leave it at this for tonight. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and God bless every one of us. Good night from here. Bye.